All right, guys, we are in my ads manager, and this is where we begin the Facebook ad setup. So before you can scale a store to 100K a month, $1 million a month, whatever, you need to start by actually testing the product and seeing if it works at a low spend before you actually spend a lot of money on ads. So an efficient way to do this, I'm going to walk you through it all right now. All right, so first, you guys will need to make sure you have a business manager set up. If you guys don't, just go to business.facebook.com and get one set up. This is going to be my ads manager for this one. So we can just go ahead and start by creating the campaign. And you want to go straight for conversions. Now, basically, this means we are trying to drive people to our website and actually do something that we tell them to. So we're telling people to purchase our product. So that's why we're going to be doing conversions. A lot of people do conversions. Some people do store traffic. Some people do other stuff. But for now, just do conversions. And then we'll click continue, and we will start setting this up. So campaign, this can just be titled. I like to personally date my campaigns, so I like to know like when I've started them and then what it is. So this is just going to be, it's September 3rd right now, so I think that's 9/3, and then ABO test 1, or we can do ABO test or ABO cold test 1. CBO and ABO, they're both out. So basically what I'm talking about when I say CBO, campaign budget optimization. Picture campaigns, ad sets, and just ads. They're all folders. So let me exit out of this. So the campaign is a folder that basically is the overall objective of your individual ads. So when you're running ads, you need to tell Facebook like, hey, we need purchases, or not even that, we need conversions. Like we're going for conversions. And then from conversions, you can set up stuff in ad sets where it's actually like, hey, we want add to carts, or we want initiate checkouts, or we want purchases. And then in that, there's another folder. So it's like campaigns, a big folder. Ad sets is like there's some smaller folders sitting inside this one big campaign folder. And then inside these individual ad set folders, there's more stuff that's basically the ad. Now the ad refers to the actual stuff that people are seeing when you're targeting them with your ad. This is going to be the ad video or picture or whatever, and then the text that you're actually adding onto your creative, which again, I'll go over all this stuff with you guys. I just wanted to go over that real quick. So like I was saying, we're going to be testing with ABO. Now you can test with the CBO or ABO, do the same exact structure. I'll show you how to do both of them. I've personally found a lot of good results with ABO. It's very consistent because with campaign budget optimization, basically you're giving the whole campaign, this whole folder. Let's just say we're spending $100. So instead of coming in here and we have like 10 ad sets that are targeting tons of different interests and giving them each $10, we're actually giving the whole campaign $100, and then it's spending the $100 however it sees fit, which can be good, but on the flip side, you want each individual ad set to get proper money spent in a day so that you have good, accurate data that can be compared across all the ad sets to verify if in fact an ad set is good or is not. So that's kind of why I do that. But ad set or campaign, just 9/3 ABO cold test 1. I just do 1 because I want to make sure I know this is the first test I've done. So that's what we do. Conversion, A/B test, no, and then campaign budget optimization. If you're doing CBO, yes, turn that on. If not, then leave it off. So I'm going to do no CBO for this one. And then for here, we just want to title this. We're not going to title it yet because we don't know what we're targeting, but let's just say we are going to be doing purchase. And this is going to be linked to one of my stores that I don't really run, but I'll be testing stuff out and setting stuff up for you guys on it. It's GoGoPixel, that's what that is. So after that, we'll want to set a budget. Now, there are a lot of different ways to do this. If you don't have an insane amount of money, that is completely fine. You don't need to be spending like $20 to $50 on each individual ad set day one. You can spend a lot less. So if you want to do something like $10 per day, and I'm being kind of loose with like my advice with you guys because a lot of stuff works on Facebook. A lot of people believe that there's like just one strategy that works and everything else is bad. That's not the case. So we'll go through one strategy with you guys. We'll do $10 per day, and then we're going to schedule this for the next day at 12:01 a.m. So we'll have that scheduled for tomorrow at midnight basically. And then after that, we'll want to start targeting. And the reason for this, we don't want to turn the ad on right now. It's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We don't want to turn the ad on right now and then have the ad spend all the money and get kind of rushed to spend. So that's kind of why I just schedule it for 12. I know some people actually schedule it for like 3 a.m. if they're running it just in the US, but I am currently doing 12. It works pretty fine. And then for here, custom audiences, we will not be doing this yet. Locations, so depending on what you want to target, I suggest US, Canada, Australia, and United Kingdom. Let's get that in here. And that is called top 4. So those are considered top 4 countries: US, Canada, Australia, and UK. Those are good countries to target. Once you test with this, and if you have success in these countries, you could potentially scale out to other countries, but for now, just stick with these ones. Age and gender, not going to edit these. Even if you have just a female product, I don't really suggest editing the gender as like right when you're starting. Facebook's pretty smart. They will pick that up pretty quickly that you are selling a women's product, and they'll share your ads properly. So just leave that on all genders. And then for detailed targeting, we will come here and we will start to pick interests and stuff like that. So for detailed targeting, this is where we're actually going to be setting up the interests. So when you turn on an ad on Facebook, you essentially are trying to get the right audience to see your ad. Now, if you don't give Facebook a whole lot of info, it may take a little while to actually have Facebook show your ad in the right area and to the right people, which is why targeting is decently important. It's not the end of the world. Like, I know some people, and I've done it as well, where I just don't even do any targeting, and it can work, but that's a little bit more advanced. We'll cover that later down the road. But for detailed targeting, we're gonna use this product. I've sold it in the past. It's a tattoo removal pen. I don't suggest you guys sell this. It involves skin, and I don't really like selling products that are too risky to sell. Like, this product could potentially harm someone if not used properly, and that could open up a lawsuit. So I'm not suggesting you guys say that or sell this. I'm just using it for demonstration purposes. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad product. It's just like it's in a risky area. So this is essentially, again, a product that can remove blemishes on your skin and can remove tattoos. That's basically what it is. So a lot of people would think like, okay, tattoos, and then type in tattoos, or I cannot spell today, and then like type in tattoos and then just select tattoos. That is probably like the worst targeting you could do for this product. The reason for that, it's not really like specific to what people who want to get their tattoos removed would be. Like, they wouldn't be this interest. They might be because at one point they were into tattoos, but a more like a better angle at this would be something like you have to basically think as to like what people are buying this product for. Like, what's the purpose? If it's a problem solving product, what problem are they solving, or what problem is the product solving? If it's not, like, what angle are you selling the product at? If it's something emotional, like if you're selling a pet product and you're hitting them with the emotional side of things, like, you'll need to think based off of what sort of feeling you'll give them. So for this product, what comes to mind is people looking for a new job, because this product can look like it can be an investment. If you have a bad tattoo in a very visible spot that's holding you back from actually getting a job, this could be a good product. So you could type in job hunting. That could be a good one. And then you want to uncheck detailed targeting. This essentially just expands your targeting. So there's other similar audiences that are outside of job hunting but are similar. Facebook is wanting to expand that reach and expand that targeting and audience size. I really don't want that. Reason being, I want really hyper-focused data on this interest. So that's kind of why I do that. And then for languages, you just want to type in English all and select that. And so that will be one interest. And then after this, we'll scroll down. We can do manual placements. Automatic works as well. You just have to test things out. But for now, start with manual placements, and then you will remove everything besides Instagram and Facebook feed for now. So once you have all of them unchecked, you're good to go. And now you just have Facebook news feed and Instagram feed. That's good for now. You will eventually want to expand into all of these other ones. The only issue is like for stories and reels, you'll need different dimensions, preferably. If you don't, they will look kind of bad. So you'll just, again, it takes a little more effort. So for now, Facebook and Instagram feed are solid. And then from here, optimization and delivery, you can leave all this stuff blank for now. We may get into cost control and like bids and all that stuff later, but not now. And then all that stuff, nothing for now. We can now title this job, let's see, I think it was, yeah, job hunting. So now we can do job hunting, and that is it. You can just title it job hunting. You can get more in depth, like job hunting T4. So now that's job hunting in top 4 countries. You can do job hunting, like you can date it as well. You can do 9-3, so you know that this is the same campaign. But I like to just keep it simple. I literally just do the interest, and that's pretty much it. And then after that, you'll just go next. And now we set up our ad creative. For the sake of this video, I did just download some random products video. So it was this comfy dog bed, and I just downloaded it and uploaded it to Facebook just to show you guys like how you can actually set it up. So once you upload your video right here on media, you'll basically, like how you do it is you just select your Facebook page, and then if you're using an Instagram account as well, you can select that, and then you'll do create ad, turn off dynamic formats, and then single image or video, and then you just upload your media right here. So from here, you'll then need to input text right here, so we can actually just snag their text for now. Okay, and then I like to set it up a little different. So looking for the perfect bed for your dog or cat, our cozy calming bed is so comfy. So after this little hook, what I'll do is right here, I will do like this. I add these green checks: calm and reduce your pets, calm and reduce your pets' everyday anxiety. Okay, so I'll do this. Reduce pets' anxiety. Provides better sleep. Okay, and then calms your dog, calms your pet. They're doing uppercase, okay. Calms your pet all day long, or something like that. And then after that, treat your pet to the best night's sleep. Treat your pet, I swear I have dyslexia, guys. Sometimes I can't read. Treat your pet to the best night's sleep. Z's. And so then it's buy one, get one free. Use code BOGO, get yours here. And then we'll do the little hand. I usually do this as well, and then you just do your link. Now, one thing I do with here is on my Shopify store, if you go to navigation, I'm not going to do it right now, but if you guys go to on your Shopify store under online store, if you click online store, then you go to navigation, you can actually create URL redirects. It should be in the top right. It says URL redirects. You click it, and then you basically copy and paste your product page. So for this person, their product page is this super long one. So you'd copy it, and then you can just input a URL redirect. So let's say instead of this long one, you just could make it like /offer, or like /BOGO, or /bed, or /calm, something like that, where it's really short and to the point. And that's what I like to do. And then you just throw the link right there, and that is your ad text. So nothing really too complicated. It went from this, which we can see more right here. So it went from that, which looks kind of messy, kind of crowded, to that. I think that looks a lot better. It kind of like sections it out a little bit and makes it a little bit easier to read. I actually might like, I'd probably shrink this, like looking for the perfect bed for your dog or cat. I'd say like our cozy calming bed is the perfect solution for your pet, or like for your pet's needs, or for your pet's sleep, or something like that. But that's pretty much the ad creative side of things. And then headlines, this is just like, you could type in fast and free shipping, add some emoji. I do this little cargo truck. And then for a description, you can just put like your pet will love this. Hard eyes or something. Something like that. Pretty simple. Something I also do right here is I'll do like limited time offer, or buy one get one free, or like sale ends soon, something like that, like low inventory. You just basically want to try and like hook people a little more, because it's right next to the learn more button, which we changed this to shop now. So that's that. And then destination, all you'll do, input your website URL right there. Make sure you are sending them to your product page directly. You don't want to send them to the home page. Do the product page display link. You can change how it looks. So if you want to shrink it, if your domain is something like really long, like the one I showed you guys, how this one is really long, you could shrink it to where it only shows that, the Pets Unlimited Online. And it'll still go to the product page, but just will show the standard domain. So that's what you'll do. And then after that, guys, I mean, that's pretty much it. You can title this like ad one or ad one, OG ad, doesn't really matter. Test ad, yeah, whatever you want. Title this testing 1, 2, 3, boom. And then you'll click publish and your ad is good to go. So that's kind of how you set that up. And then after this, so the strategy that I use and that I suggest for you guys is you're going to test 10 ad sets per product. So if you're testing one product, you need 10 separate ad sets for the product in this one test campaign. Some people say 5, some people say 3, some people say 20, some people say 50. It doesn't really, like, there are so many different strategies. I like 10 because you get to test quite a few different interests. So all you'll do is you'll click duplicate, and then you'll duplicate this 9 times into the original campaign. You want to show existing reactions, comments, and all that stuff. This basically means that they will all sync. All your ads will sync, and all of the engagement on each individual ad will sync up. And then from here, all you'll want to do is come down to your, where is it, detailed targeting, and you'll just edit these interests. So we've targeted job hunting. Now we want to click suggestions, and then we want to start looking for other stuff. Facebook is really easy with like picking targeting and picking interest, just because like it's not that difficult to do. You just have to select a few good ones and Facebook will give you some solid suggestions. So job hunting, we can go job interview, and then you want to uncheck that one because again, we're only trying to do one interest. I can uncheck that as well. And now we will title this job interview. And that is 1 down. So we have 2 total down and then 8 left to go. And I'll do this all with you guys, might as well. So we can look for maybe employment agency, that could work. Let's see what the potential reach is. One thing I will suggest, potential reach, at least do like 1 to 2 million. I would say like a few million to maybe like no more than 100 million, but it doesn't really, like, it is important because you don't want to saturate and use up a good audience so quickly. But on the flip side, like, you just want to make sure it's still a good narrow specific targeting. So just work around and like try out different things. I like to target different interests, some that have bigger ones, some that don't have as many. So yeah, which one was it that I think it was employment agency. Yeah, 2.3. So then we can come here and title it agency. All right, so now we have 3 done and 6 more to go, or 7 more to go. My math is pristine. All right, we'll go to, let's see, currently looking for a job. No. What is Indeed.com? All right, so Indeed.com is actually a place where you can find a job. So that's a good targeting. We'll do that one. That was a really good one. Boom, 21 million, solid. Oops, selected the wrong one. Indeed.com. 21 mil, unchecked detailed targeting. Yeah, we've got a good audience of 6.5 million. So Indeed.com. All right, I believe that's 4 down. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. All right, 6 to go. And this is all you'll do. You'll just then keep going, keep trying to find other stuff, and then you will be good to go. We can try LinkedIn. LinkedIn is like kind of business related. You don't know what's going to work or not at the end of the day. Like, you have an idea and you've came up with an idea like as to if an interest is going to work or not, and you can calculate your guess, but it's not going to be perfect until you actually test it. So we'll do Indeed again. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click suggestion based off of Indeed.com, and this will help me find other interests based off of that one. So it usually helps out to get some more good suggestions that are kind of new ones. We can do employment. I mean, that's a pretty broad one, but we can try it out. Employment website, we can try that out. All right, that's another one. We got 3 more to go. This is our test campaign too, guys. Like, don't overthink this. As long as you see some results after you launch this, you will begin to adjust and do other stuff and like try to kind of figure stuff out from here. So this is, again, kind of just a way to put your product to the test. And if it works well, then you're good to go. Unemployed, resume, we can try resume. And then we'll do 2 more. So let's do entry-level job, shift work, career development, we can try that. Okay, last one, but not least, we'll go here and we will try and look for something else. Shift work, sure, we can try shift work. Now, again, like I said, we are doing 10 interests and 10 separate ad sets. And then after this, I'll just click publish, but I'm not going to do it because this is just a test campaign. But like I was saying, there are other strategies for testing products. So if you have less budget, what you can do is you can, instead of doing $10 per day, you can do $5 per day. That does work, and it's still an efficient way of testing products. I'm not going to say don't do it. I just prefer this because you get a little more spend on each individual ad set, so you have a lot more data to actually analyze and take note of and make calculated decisions based on it, like all this stuff. If you want to keep running the product or not, you get to know quicker. So that's how you set it up via ABO, and then I'll show you CBO. Literally all you'll do is edit this, and then you'll just turn on CBO. We can do that right now. And then you will set total budget for, let's just say we're still going to do 100. We would do 100, and then after that, what you'll do is you'll come to budget and schedule. You'll still have the ad scheduled, and then you just click show more options right here. A lot of people didn't know how to do this, like set a minimum spend. All it is right here under budget and schedule, add spend limit or add set spend limit. Check that, and then daily spend. I like to do like half of half, or one. So it's basically like half of your CBO divided by the amount of ad sets. So let's say, again, we're on $100 per day and we want to get minimum spend set up for all of these, and this is 10. So we'll basically do $50 divided by 10, which is $5 minimum spend per ad set. And I just do minimum, I don't do max, and then that's it. So now each will have $5. You have to go ahead and you can edit all these by like together, and then just do the minimum spend right here all together. Edit each value, and then you can add all of the minimums right here, so it's a little easier. But that is pretty much it for the test campaign. That's how you set it up. Again, there are some more strategies if you guys want to, or like you guys have more money to spend and you guys are fine with potentially losing more money. The best thing I could suggest is test more interests. The worst thing you could do is like split test with the same exact interests. That's not the goal right now. Your goal is to validate the product. Your goal is not to get like really efficient with ads yet. Like that's not ideal. So figuring out if you're going to get better CPC or cost per purchase running resume on a CBO versus ABO, that's not important right now. That's important later down the road. For now, the main thing is just like finding a lot of good interests that have a decent audience size, because the good thing about this is if you have an audience that's actually working, that's just cold traffic, like targeting a specific interest, and it's big, it has like 10 million potential reach, then what you can do is you can scale a good amount in that individual interest and make a lot of money. And then from there, you'll have data for lookalike audiences and a ton of retargeting and all that stuff. So again, the main focus right now is you're just trying to find which one of these interests and ad sets performs well. Once you do find some interests that actually work, I will be showing you guys how to take your store to the next level and start scaling up. And I'll go over exactly which metrics to look for when you're actually running these ads, and like how to know if a product is working or not, or if the ads are good or not, like which ones to turn off. And don't worry, I'll be covering all of this in the next few videos. So just, stick along, make sure you're absorbing all of this information and taking notes, and rewatch these videos if you'd like. Like you just want to get really familiar with the platform so you can do things efficiently and fast and all that stuff. And then again, obviously you'll need to know how to analyze these ads, which I will make a video on that. Again, I'll talk about everything in regards to Facebook that I know of. So yeah, that is for now how you test a product. This is the test campaign. Pretty simple. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and we will get into the next video.